The champ is here, and in champion form, I had to email in my appearance on the show because I heard that Jak Locke was coming on, and I couldn't let him get one more fucking appearance than me because I'm keeping my championship belt. See, last time I seen you, you ran up on me on stage. I was startled because I wasn't ready. I was marrying people. I wasn't in the right state of mind, but now I'm in a champion state of mind right now, so I'm letting you know to keep my seat warm because you know it's mine. You're coming in on a Wednesday during a hump day. It's the middle of the week. You know niggas got jobs. I got 4 kids. Gotta feed them. But on a Saturday, that seat is mine. Cause I'm the champ. What you think about that, Jak?
Oh, hello there, MP3 file. It's a shame you're not a real actual person making an appearance here, because, you know, that might actually count for something, but whatever. Oh, hold on one second. Yeah, it's time. All right, cool. All right. I'm sorry, I've got to go. We're about to do an MHOG show, you see. I think you've done a few of those, right? That's right. Yeah, of course you did. You've done a few. Well, the seat is all yours for Saturday. It's the one that says Jak on it. So since you asked, that's what I think about it. And if you didn't know, now you do. By the way, your head tastes delicious. Keep using that shampoo. On my way.
Fakakta Comedy Funhouse Network.
Hey folks, this is Kevin from Let's Try This, a podcast with me and my wife Steph, where you will find out that we're anything but the conventional couple. We tackle subjects like professional wrestling, reality TV, and we'll be trying new things like weirdo healthy foods from the section you pass in the grocery store. We think we're funny sometimes, well, at least I do. So we hope you think we're funny too. You can find Let's Try This on the Fakakta Comedy Funhouse Network at FCFnetwork.com, as well as all of your favorite podcast apps. Let's try this, because why not?
MHOG secreting, leaving a stain. You ain't as dope as us, bitch. Stay in your lane. 3, 2, 1, and welcome back to another edition of the MHOG podcast. I'm your host, Kyle. Sitting next to me are these two lovely gentlemen.
Well, we're really adapting and shit. Okay, well, I'm the lovely Adam.
I'm the lovely Jak.
Yeah. The lovely Jak's even got his chest hair flowing.
How you doing?
Straight up Fabio.
I forgot to button the thing after I put my deodorant on.
Wolf's mane just out there peeking.
I think Jak misunderstood when I invited him up to the butt cave. I was
When
here.
you call it that, what am I supposed to think is going to happen up here?
I can't.
Did you
Give
hear
me
buck?
one less
Did you hear buck?
I heard the butt cave.
The butt cave. I heard the butt cave as well. Did you say the butt cave? You said the butt cave. The
Yeah, you might want to work on your enunciation.
Right, man.
Yeah,
Get the T's out there, man. It's 2 of them.
I thought I was doing you a favor. Give you one less button to undo here. Excuse me, bucking. One less button to undo, apparently. That's how we're doing it in this room.
There is some bucking that goes on in this room occasionally.
All right.
So
starting it right out the gate. Awesome.
Out of the gate.
I don't know where to go after that, except that we do have a special guest, Mr. Jak Locke.
Hello.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's been a while since you've been on the show.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I don't know how long it's been.
I really hope this is like a 25 interstitial episode.
Right, yeah, it's something divisible by 25.
The floor between floors. All right.
That's
Well,
right. The elevator opens. Oh shit! I'm in trouble.
Shit. Is this 13?
I guess I
Can
should
I
have
crawl through that? I don't know.
I'm sorry. I should have said anniversary episode because you in the past you've mostly done anniversary episodes.
Yeah, mostly it's been something divisible by 50 or 25.
Anniversary. There you go.
Anniversary. That's what I heard him say too.
That's man. You're just slipping them in today.
Man.
Come on, Papa Bear. What's going on?
Okay, well, let's get into this, okay? Because I got a bone to pick with Kyle.
Boner?
Kyle's been a little mouthy lately.
I've been mouthy.
Yeah,
Bear?
I treat you like family. I invite you sitting here in the buck cave.
Thank you. Now it makes sense.
And this motherfucker is like saying shit like, well, Adam hates everything all over the place.
You hate all of the movies. Every movie we bring up, he's like, I'm shit on that one. I can't wait.
Look how many movies I got.
There's not that many.
Oh man, there's at least 12.
There's a box of movies back there.
We need to go back in the archives and just go see how many things you have shitted on. Just count them up. Just count up every time.
I like a lot of things.
Who's got that much
Kyle's
time?
not one of them anymore.
hate. Nothing but the hate. I see it. Mm-hmm. No, man. Have you checked out Freak yet? Freaked with the ED.
Is that the one with the comedian, that has the pillow forts and Jello Bills and Maze or whatever?
No, not that one. This is the older one where everybody's like a different type of animal or something like that.
I've never heard of this.
I know.
Is it the dude from Bill and Ted?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, Alex Winter. Thank you.
Ted from
He's
Bill
doing
and
movies
Ted.
again?
No,
this was like 1995 or 6 or something.
Yeah. I would assume that it's a cult
this is this movie that you and Wayne were talking about?
Yeah, because I mentioned it to you and I forgot. Oh, okay.
I never saw it.
I just...
Wait, hold on. How was me not seeing it?
I was just
like
asking.
me hating it.
I was just asking if you saw it to see if you hated it or not.
There's a lot of movies. I still haven't seen John Wick 1 and 2 yet.
Well, I watched goddamn Transformers, the original.
Yeah, but you should have seen that before.
I did not, though.
Did you watch G.I. Joe, the movie, the original?
You just watched John Wick 2?
I haven't seen either one yet.
Oh, damn.
Keanu Reeves isn't Freak, though. He's the dog.
I'm going to have to look him up because they're not on Netflix.
He's the dog.
Holy shit.
He's the dog. Uncredited. He's the dog.
Come on. Come on.
Keanu Reeves is in Freak.
Callbacks.
Oh, is he?
Dropping names.
Boom.
Oh, okay.
There it is. What the
Well,
fuck?
it's Alex Winter. They were in
Well,
separate
sure.
worlds.
Yeah, I mean, that was like
And then one day Keanu
after.
was like, no, I got a career. You're good.
That's fucked up. It's
But
like,
you know,
like Matt Damon and Ben Affleck? But they know they both became successful.
Yeah.
It was like the proto Matt and Ben.
And apparently, like, they're spending Thanksgiving together. They're still, like,
Really good
you know,
friends.
yeah, they're still, you know.
Like, you make a lot of money? I make a lot of money too, man.
They're like birds of a feather. They protect child molesters together.
Oh, I like it.
I don't think he molested any children, but he did rape somebody, so, you know.
But, you know, I mean, it's prevalent now. You can say that and a lot of people will believe you. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter anymore. Boy, people are just dropping the balls. Jesus.
But no, Alex Winter's, like, I know they're supposed to be doing another Bill and Ted movie, supposedly.
What?
But he's been directing documentaries lately. Like, I didn't get to see, did you see the one about the dark web?
He looks like
No, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah,
I know that he's been pretty prolific
he
with that
did
kind of
one
stuff.
about, like, the dark web and, like, the drug rings that were
wow.
all in there. I've been wanting to see it. I'd really love to get him on the show because I find all that shit fascinating.
Popping the
Dark web.
Mm-hmm.
Like you, a hateful ass dude. That's why. I'm just fucking with you.
Kyle
Like,
ain't coming to the
that
butt
seems-
cave. He ain't going to the butt cave or the butt cave.
It just seems like dark shit. Yeah.
I'm gonna call you on later and be like, no more butt cave.
Are you
No more butt cave.
Are
Never
you
want
the
to hear that.
Bitcoins?
Wait, what?
Bitcoin.
I've never done it.
I wouldn't.
He's never done the Bitcoin. He's never done the Bitcoin.
I mean, I know what it is. I just like it just seems
Wait, did he
silly.
say Bitcoin or Buttcoin?
It just seems silly to me to invest in a form of currency that
you're not really sure of.
Right, and I understand it's technically it's somewhere between currency and bartering at this point.
I don't understand it that much. I know that the people who were early investors when it first started out, it's like what, $7,000 or $3,000 per Bitcoin at this point. It's
really
it's ridiculous. Yeah,
because you don't hear about it much anymore.
No, you don't really hear about it.
I was wondering if you knew a lot about it.
Looking into it.
I know a little bit about it. I mean, I know that it's like they're trying to go around modern currency by,
it's the perfect currency to use if you want to procure some illegal shit.
And that's what the whole dark web
internet drugs.
Radio Lab was talking about some shit. There was something that they was trying to do. I think it had to do with like bitcoins and actually like dark web and all that. But they had to exclude people, so they had to get a computer with a computer and a computer and a computer, just so that they can make sure that whatever algorithm they got, that number that they had, it was a secret number.
It
nobody found out.
Takes ridiculous amounts of processing power to decrypt it.
The way I look at it is that even if it's a good investment, at the end of the day, this isn't like when your grandparents invested in IBM.
No, I don't invest in shit that I don't understand. Yeah.
Probably should start doing stocks and shit.
Right.
Seems really
I have a 401k.
Being in any type of construction field, they give you 401k, or being in the union, they give you pension. And I was like, alright. But 401k, that's cool. You know, I really don't get into it to where it's like, oh yeah, let me tell you about the Roth IRA and these fucking stocks and this shit and blah, blah, blah.
You know the name apparently.
Yeah, because I get letters about it a lot.
Right.
I do have like a funny image in my head of one day you're successful and you're about ready to retire and you get a letter in the mail and you got like a $75 pension check, and you just like looking at it and laughing like, "Oh shit, yeah, I used to do this."
I used to do this. Even fuck. So
well, that's the good ending. That's the good ending. Yeah.
It's so stupid, just for a way of them to be like, "Hey, we're taking your money, but we giving you some of it back." You know, it's like,
I mean,
how about this?
That's the government, though.
Shit.
Except they don't always give you some of it back. Sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
No, it's like,
oftentimes they don't.
You made too much money this year, and we've took most of your money this year. You need to pay us. You need to pay us. It doesn't add up. Give us money now. And it's
the funny thing is when you're self-employed and you're like trying to prove to the government that you actually are a failure and you don't owe them anything. Look how much I failed this year.
What do? Send them pictures of you drunk on your sofa? Jerking off in your underwear watching The Simpsons?
Oh no, they gotta pay for that picture. That picture cost Bitcoin.
I'm a webcam man. Not many people watch me.
You ever look at your check and you're self-employed, but
I wish.
But at some point, I'm sure you had like a regular job.
Oh, sometimes I get checks too.
How long have you been self-employed?
Jeez, I don't know. Long enough I gotta think about it. 2003.
Oh my god, I can't wait.
That's pretty awesome.
You can't wait to pay that 75% tax or whatever the fuck it is.
You ever look at your check and see the part that says Social Security and just want to walk around to all your old relatives and say, "You're welcome."
You're welcome. Right. No, it's still fresh. I remember. It's still fresh enough. Yes.
This percentage is yours.
That money is still at large, so yeah, I can still do that.
Smack you with this envelope every time I see you.
My daddy's
give him a paper cut. Here, use it now, motherfucker.
My dad's going through like a weird phase right now, and he was talking about maybe it's time for me to retire. And
how old is he?
62.
Oh yeah, that's the age.
Well,
what is retirement age now? They pushed it. 60. It's not even 65. They ain't even making it divisible by 5 no more.
You can retire at 61 or 62, but you don't get the full amount.
Usually in the union, motherfuckers, once they get around that age, they start to top out. They're like, "Alright,
no, I can't do it anymore." Right.
Oh, my knees
hurt.
I'm sure they do.
He's going through some weird shit, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm thinking about retiring," and I kind of wanted to be like, "You're just gonna spend my money like that, huh?" Go ahead, retire, Dad. Go ahead.
Hilarious.
It's weird. So, Jack, you were gonna tell us about so for those of you who are here in New Orleans, December 7th?
No, December 10th. Is that what you're talking about? The Clownvis show?
Over at Southport.
Southport Hall.
You're going to tell me who Clownvis Presley is.
Clownvis Presley is
Man, we just got really interviewy just really quick.
I know. It was
kind
of disgusting.
Get this shit out of
Actually. Now, Clownvis, back in 2010 apparently, I looked this shit up. You can do it too at home. Look it up on YouTube. He was on America's Got Talent in 2010. And he pissed off the judges so much that Sharon Osbourne unironically told him to go fuck himself on the show. Unironically. Like, it wasn't a joke. I think she meant it.
Oh, wow.
You don't talk about my husband like that. Go fuck yourself. Fuck off.
Was he a comedian?
It's a dude. He's all clowned up. He's got the Elvis wig. He's got the jumpsuit and everything. And he does all sorts of shit. Like, I am legitimately excited about this show. Most shows, it's like, I'm excited about because I get to play, I get to hang out with musicians.
It's like going
you get to hang out with people. It's like band. This is not a band show. This is like, Jak Locke Rock Show is playing to open this up, and then holy shit, hold on to your fucking seats.
Is he like a Gallagher?
I'm not even sure what to expect. I've seen so many different things on YouTube from this show.
Shit.
He's got all these different parody videos. He's got, you familiar with In the Ghetto by Elvis Presley?
No.
It's a song Elvis did.
And the mama cried.
And the mama cried. No, and then he mashes it up. He mashes it up with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme. In the West Philadelphia, I'm born and raised on the playground. West been most of my days in the ghetto.
That's awesome.
Yeah, now you remember, but yeah. And like, he's got all sorts of weird shit like that, these fucking parody songs. I saw a clip from a live show he did somewhere. They brought out this giant human cannonball thing. He climbs into it, it goes boom, but he doesn't come out. And they did this whole bit where he's like, oh no, Clownvis is dead, and they're rolling him out of the cannon and everything, and they pick him up on their arms. It's like, Clownvis, oh no. And then he gets up and he starts singing. It's like, it's fucking, there's so much crazy, dumb shit happening. It's like, I've got to see this.
You're a guy who found his niche, but sometimes you hear about shits and you're like, how did you find that niche?
Right, like that.
The guy that gets kicked in the balls for ratings. They got a kid that just kicked in the balls on YouTube.
We've reached idiocracy.
Was he in the ghetto? In the ghetto?
I mean, I guess he could.
No, like, who's this?
I just want to know.
It's some dude that's on YouTube, man.
I
seen him on Tosh. That's why he made it to Tosh for getting kicked in the balls for like years.
That's a good way to get
like,
there, yeah.
This is his thing. He's like a little chubby dude. If you ever seen Kid Cannabis, he looks like Kid Cannabis. The movie Kid Cannabis, it's a really good movie. It's a true story. But the dude that plays the Kid Cannabis guy, it looks like that guy, and he just gets hit in the balls in numerous ways.
But I know how you get into that niche. I can see that easily. That could have happened
overly
to
too
any of
aggressive
us.
to women. Yeah, give me. And then, to the balls, and it's like, hey. I think I got something.
Right, that wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad.
Put a camera.
I can envision a couple of different ways. I think one of them is maybe he has like sort of like a testicular exoskeleton. Like maybe he has just really really
easier solution for that. Maybe the motherfucker just tucks. Maybe
he's a big guy. He's a pretty big dude.
Well, he could have just got a cup. But I'm just saying, like maybe he has a super tough scrotum. And like he would just be like, yeah, kick me in the balls, I can't feel it. And like somebody was like, you should take this on the road.
What would ensue that you would have a super tough scrotum? Like, how do you think you would acquire that? Like, you think it's genetics?
The mutant powers can't always be like,
come on!
There's some people that are born and their nerve endings don't function properly. So yeah.
Oh well, I know a dude that he couldn't feel shit.
What if he actually lost both of his testicles early on, and they don't know that, and they're just kicking.
Well, I mean, you're still doing dumb shit to your under area.
Let's not pretend that this is an intelligent human being. He went on Tosh for getting kicked in the balls repeatedly.
He did. Yes.
I mean, first of all, the real money is in the America's Funniest Home Videos. If you're going to do kicking the balls, you can get like the $5,000.
That's still a thing.
Is that, yeah,
YouTube around? That's
still a thing. Yeah.
The dude's still running.
They're on like their. No, he retired. They got
not that guy.
They got a young guy now.
Oh, because
I haven't watched it, but like there's a comedian that
just like Family Feud with Steve Harvey.
There's a Mormon comedian that I kind of
Mormon comedian. Mm-hmm. The fuck out of town.
Her name's Jenna Kim Jones.
Her name is Jenna Kim Jones.
Well, like Mormon comedians, does that mean all her material is just about Mormonism or what?
No, but she's just a Mormon. She was actually
she's a Mormon. But
she was on a documentary called Meet the Mormons. I never watched it. I just kind of follow her.
But you watched Ali Wong, though.
I did.
Yeah.
I liked her. I thought she was very funny.
Yay, positivity.
Oh, you got one out of it.
I know, because I know he liked that one. I know he liked that one. He's a tough critic.
Snuck that one in the butt cave, as he would say.
He's got the kendo stick.
Oh, shit.
First of all,
you can't use that without the kendo mask, man.
This is a Boken.
Oh, okay.
Kendo sticks will hurt less if you get hit with them.
Oh.
This could legitimately break bones.
That does break bones. Inuyasha.
No, but I was following Jenna Kim Jones, and she applied because her and her husband love America's Funniest Home Videos, and like there was a whole tweet-in campaign, but I think they picked a YouTube guy to do it. But yeah, they still people. I mean, look, there's.
I mean, if people are still tuning in, yeah.
I mean, we all have parents. They don't like my mom the other day. I went to. Okay, I don't know technically.
Really, we do.
We all had parents at least.
Did we?
Relatives. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up that memory. Thankfully, you're drinking. You're fine.
I'm always good. But
like the other day, I came back from the 12 Mile Limit after watching you, and that'll be the last time I'll watch you. With all your negativity.
I was trying to turn it around, but it's not gonna work.
But my mother,
I follow your Instagram. No negativity.
I'm sorry.
My mother was like, asked me what I was doing. I was like, I went to go see my buddy perform, and she's like, "Oh, you have a friend that does stand up?" I was like,
"Whoa,
yeah, I do."
It's better than if she would have said, "Oh, you have a friend."
No, really, just left it at that.
Just left it right there. Boom.
I can tell you
she
stories.
drops the mic. Where did you even get the microphone?
But
it's hilarious.
She was like, "Oh, maybe I'll go with you one day." I was like, I don't think this is your crowd. I'm pretty sure. No, I don't think you want to go see comedians at 12 Mile Limit. Like, first of all, Mom, you're a Trump voter. Like, it's definitely not your crowd.
This is so PC at 12 Mile. So PC.
Well, pretty much anywhere in the New Orleans city limit.
Well, they are more PC than it because they're more of the people that they ran by. They're more feminist than anything. Like, oh, don't say this.
Well, I did see that there was. I don't know if you're on the show or not, but I did see that there's some open mic opening up where their second post about it was, "We won't be putting up with any bigoted shit."
Oh,
I was like, aren't you comedians? Like,
what? A million things, yeah, depending on.
Well, first of all, any comedy show that starts off with, "We're not going to talk about this," and we're kicking you out. It's to me, I'm like, no, I'm good. Like,
well, being on stage, man, it's our safe space. Like, we should be able to. It's a performance. We should be able to talk about what we would like to talk about without having people be like, "Hey, you can't say that." Why? Why can't I say that? Like, this is the place where I come to say outlandish shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can talk about this fucking little baby that ain't got no foot, but as soon as I step on this woman breastfeeding in public and I talk about, oh yeah, like I'm the bad guy.
It's like you want the audience to fill out a form.
Yeah. It's like, well, hold on. Hold on now. Like, is it really?
I think it's okay to be offended by something, but you should be able to engage about it, not just outlaw it, not just.
I know. I say a whole lot of offensive shit on stage, like a whole bunch, and then certain things stand out to certain people because it fits that certain criteria of what that crowd is not supposed to like.
Right.
And it's like, well, what the?
Well, I mean, to be fair, like there is an element of know your crowd, like.
Yeah.
When you do a show at the Babylon, I'm going to go ahead and guess that a bunch of Trump jokes ain't going to go over that well.
Nah.
Probably not. Probably not.
And maybe if Jack went to Bullets and started singing In the Ghetto from Elvis, it's hard to say what that would
be. You can definitely judge your crowd. It'll definitely be rough.
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of old motherfuckers in that bar. They would know the song.
A lot of old niggas in that bar.
Yeah.
And not like old black people. No, these niggas is in the hood. A lot of old, grown up in the 7 Ward niggas.
They frequent a bar called Bullets.
Bullets!
It's pretty... That's about as self-explanatory
they
as it
sell
goes.
setups. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
Don't look at me.
It's just a thing that they sell setups. A setup is basically they give you a whole pint and a glass and some ice, and they give you a Coke if you want the Coke. And boom, for $20, you have a setup now. You have I think it's a half a pint, a Coke, and ice in a glass, and you get to pour your own drink. That's
what I was wondering if that would have been.
Yeah, that's a setup, right?
So we don't know what's what's in them before the show starts.
Yeah,
Half a pint of what?
Yeah, well, I mean, you can get Crown, you can get Hennessy.
Oh, there it is.
It's
All
usually
right,
Crown and Hennessy. Nothing else.
We ain't talking about beers.
It could be a crystal margarita for all you know.
Yeah,
I'm surprised they hadn't come up with that yet. A crystal margarita.
Crystal margarita.
It sounds like a Spanish chick that clean up at hotels.
Fuck, there was something I was gonna talk about a minute ago. Oh, did y'all hear about the new Wonder Woman controversy?
What? What's going on with Wonder Woman? It was a good movie.
No, well, it's technically a Justice League controversy,
Whoa.
but it involves Wonder Woman. So somebody released a set photo of the Amazons in their new costume for Justice League, and admittedly, the costume looks stupid. But it's like, did y'all both see Wonder Woman? I know you saw it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, no.
Okay. Well, the Amazons had like these leather battle gear costumes. Still with like skirts.
Kind of like Spartacus. Have you seen Spartacus?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Right, okay. But less armory, like more leathery.
Sure.
Yeah. Ooh,
And like in Justice League, they gave them new costumes that are like still leathery, but like halter tops and shit, like
crop top shit.
Yeah, like bare midriff and stuff like that. A lot more skin.
Okay, more skin.
And so feminists are losing their mind. And like one of my favorite comments is like,
oh, they so hard at it.
Is like, you went from the practical, battle gear of Wonder Woman. I was like, they were still in skirts, bitch.
They were still in skirts with their ass out.
And it was still leather. Like, I mean, I know like really poor people like would have leather battle gear back in the day because like you couldn't necessarily afford full armor. Still not super practical for like an island of magical Amazons.
Right.
Like,
And I mean, I think they battle gear would be it would show a lot less skin. It was some sexy battle gear.
Yeah.
Right. Apparently, I didn't know it was battle gear. I thought it was just like, oh, we putting clothes on.
You know what? You're right.
I didn't know.
They never wore anything else.
No.
That wasn't even battle gear.
That's what I thought. I was just like, this is
maybe
what
in
they
Justice
wore.
League, maybe they're wearing their lingerie outfit.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
summertime
It's like,
now.
man, this is
Yeah,
Amazonia. It's warm.
Maybe it's like, maybe it's like the time when they like to, like lay around and go down on each other, and they're like, look, we need something with a little more easy access.
breathable. Leather's not breathable, but it's easy
Well, this leather
access.
looked pretty breathable.
The leather that they had on, it was like just in case it gets a little breezy, but still we're not covered at all. So y'all gonna swim?
You're right.
at
There
any point in
was
time?
no other gear. Like
No.
and it was a weird thing because like they should just have like in the comics they have like robes and shit. Like they sat on that island for like 2,000 years by themselves, like preparing for Satan to come back. Kind of. It was the god of war, but whatever. Like
Aries.
and he never came back, and they were always like practicing fighting. Like it seems like at some point somebody would have been like, look. I'm gonna get like my PJs, like maybe a robe, some ducky slippers, It feels like at some point they'd be like, let's have a girls' night. We don't need to be constantly practicing.
You don't need to constantly practice. Sip some of this ayahuasca.
But yeah, so feminists are really mad right now.
Oh.
And my favorite comment was like, men ruin everything. I was like, you mean like Wonder Woman, who was created by a man? And by the way, that movie was written by a man. Just
Yeah.
People ruin everything.
Are you looking to get custom merch for your band? PM Star Promotions is producing all types of promotional items such as shirts, hats, stickers, banners, koozies, skate decks, and much, much more. All products are imprinted in the USA and made to last while keeping your cost as low as possible. Need a shirt design or logo made? The PM Star team has over 20 years experience in graphic design to make your ideas come to life. PM Star Promotions is making their way by working alongside with national bands and record labels including Crowbar, Goat Whore, and Ripple Music. To get customized, dependable work or check out the package deals that fit your budget and other exciting offers, please check out our featured collection on Facebook, PM Star Promotions, or visit www.pmstarpromo.com. It's time to get noticed.
My eyebrows, when I told my eyebrows poem, and somebody tweeted that I don't think it's funny when men try to women shame through poetry.
You need to write a comedy poem called Women Shaming Through Poetry.
It's like, that's what you got out of that? Oh, man. I guess I got to word this.
But that's because she's really sensitive about her eyebrows.
Yes.
She was like, this motherfucker wrote that shit for me right here.
Women bashing or something like that. I don't think you should women bash.
Wait, no. I'm sorry. That sounded a little more ethnic. This is a white girl thing.
Yeah.
This was a white girl thing. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize. Let me do the voice again. This black guy.
You have to whisper it, right? That's accurate.
You ever notice that? Like,
all
really
the
racist
time
people.
It's like,
really racist people.
What you whispering for?
really racist people don't say nigger, but they will be like, so he's a black guy. And,
why do they say it?
And there's always a pause. Like,
you ever see those people that say colored just leisurely? Just like, hey man, this is a colored dude. It's like, yo. And then everybody else around is like, yo. It's like,
that still happens?
Just randomly. It's weird for somebody to say colored. It's like, why is that?
That's the thing. I've never heard that. That's why it's weird to me that they have.
Crazy to hear, son.
But it's weird now that we have people of color again. I was like, aren't you not supposed to call them that?
POCs, but only black people can say it. People of color.
I'm sorry, those are 3 letters. I'm not gonna be able to avoid those. Like, because we're up to the point where somebody's like, he didn't technically say POC, but at some point he used a word with a P, another word with an O, another word with a C. And I think we know.
Take them out the alphabet.
I think we can read between the lines what he was saying.
Persons of color. Yeah. When you add the ED, or you would just add, when you add the ED to the end, it's like, yo, who you be around? Like, you still be around old folks, huh? You don't be around nobody.
They're still alive.
Yeah, I'm like, so you were just a little bit older than me.
There was a movie called Slums of Beverly Hills like years ago that I used to enjoy, and the father was supposed to be racist and like not a bad person but still racist, you know. And so they out at like, I don't know, like back when Woolsworth used to have a like Jack knows what I'm talking about. Woolworths used to have like food.
Jack knows what I'm talking about.
We're in the same age group. I don't remember Woolworths when they had food. I'm sure.
Well, what's in Woolworth? I mean, I remember Woolworth.
Yeah, but they used to have food too.
They used to have food?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
they used to have like a diner.
I barely remember that shit. I ain't as old as you, dude.
I don't know about that.
I'm hanging on to these 4 years, motherfucker.
Fuck off. Anyway, where was I going with that? Oh, so they were like at a Woolworths or something like that, and
you notice how you stopped calling it Woolsworth? Yeah. He said it right.
Ain't nobody coming to the butt cave anymore.
Nothing's happening like I was promised.
Well, I'm sorry.
Unbutton my shirt.
You broke out the chest hair a little prematurely.
Hey, the chest hair.
That's like
ain't no such thing as too early.
Jack straight up came out like Harvey Weinstein, like no preamble, no preamble, just like whoop, here it is.
Yeah, I came in my dirty clothes.
So they eating at like a Woolworths, and I think he needed steak sauce or something like that, and he starts like snapping his fingers and he goes, Jackson. And then the kids were like, Dad, you can't say that anymore. I was like, wait, people used to call black people Jackson when they wanted their attention? Like, that's weird. There's white people with the last name Jackson. Like, what if Randy Jackson turned around or something like that? Like, that seems confusing.
Oh, is that it? Is that where
get the fuck out of here. You can't.
I've never heard
it like that.
I've heard a lot of like racist terms. I've never heard Jackson.
I've never heard
like you
Jackson.
can see it on the thing where he ended the story.
I can see it on your face. I'm sorry.
The famous Jet Jackson, but he's dead now.
Well, I mean, like this movie was set around the time like the Jackson 5 would have been around, but still, it's just I don't know.
Well, garçon. What's garçon mean?
That's waiter in French, isn't it?
I think it means boy.
Garçon means boy?
Pretty sure.
I don't know.
I heard that line in the movie.
Garçon, and then it's like, well, if it means boy, that's pretty fucked up.
That is. No, I think that's French for waiter.
French for waiter.
I think so.
All right, well, I guess we're about to find out.
We're about to find out because we made it to the 21st century and we can look this shit up on a telephone.
We could. How does garçon spell?
That's G-A-R, the weird C-O-N.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's got the
Garçon, a waiter in a French restaurant or hotel.
Slash boy.
Yeah, that's what it says.
So yeah.
I don't remember what movie it was, but that was a line where the dude was being kind of a dick, and he kept yelling "garçon, garçon," and the waitress was a girl, and like I think his girlfriend like blew up at him, and so he's just kind of like, huh, and the girl goes, "By the way, garçon means boy," and she walks off.
Wait,
it was like a little like bitch slap when he was down, like, oh, and by the way, after your girlfriend fucking told you to fuck off, like. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Garçoness would be, I don't know the word.
Yeah, I don't know how you feminize a French word.
Let's talk about movies. Because I've been watching movies lately. I've been watching a really, really good movie.
I know that we want to talk about movies. I probably won't like them.
All right, he's full of hate.
I think.
Tell a story, Buck. I gotta go piss.
Say, is this Jack's piss time?
Jack's piss time. It happens every podcast somewhere.
Yes, I'm watching this movie called Take the 10. With you remember Josh from Drake and Josh, the fat one that got skinny?
Yeah.
Well, he's
curly head Jewish dude.
Yeah. He's fucking he's in this movie. He's in this movie with some little. I think he's Indian. I guess he's Indian. And shit. What? Do you remember Pineapple Express?
Yeah.
All right.
I never saw it, but I know.
Oh, so you remember the fucking the white guy that was the henchman with the black guy with Craig Robinson?
I remember Craig Robinson in it.
Right.
I'm trying to think
the
of the
henchman
white
that
guy
was with him. His like scruffy little beard.
I can't
he always
picture him.
looks like he does coke.
What else was he in?
I want to see not Arrested Development, but it was another show. Where it was parents. Shit, I couldn't tell you. He was in The Get Down. He was the crackhead.
I think I've seen that one. Yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna look it up.
Okay, good.
Pineapple Express.
Yeah. Or you could just look up Take the 10 and you'll see who he is. And it was a very good movie. It kept my interest like throughout the whole movie. Josh does some pretty good like quirky movies. I think he did this movie called Milk. Not Milk Money, but Milk.
About Harvey Milk?
I don't know what it was.
There was a movie with
his virginity for the first time.
Was it a movie about gay people?
No, I think it might be something.
Let's see. Gary Cole. Oh, Kevin Corrigan? That dude?
Yeah, Kevin Corrigan.
Oh, I love that dude.
Oh,
he's creepy in a lot of shit.
Yeah, he's definitely creepy in here. He's definitely creepy. So he's fucking with this little girl, man. She's like 19.
He's one of those dudes that when he's talking, he could either be like your cool friend, or he could be a dude that like has severed heads in his closet.
Yeah.
And you don't know which.
You don't know. He's that guy. He plays it so well. And it's like, oh man. And every time I mention him and people actually get who I'm talking about, they're like, the little coke addict or whatever. He does like a drug addict really well. It's like, you've done some drugs. You've definitely done some drugs. Yeah, and this shit. So
where did you see this movie?
On Netflix. It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix original. Yeah. Netflix has been out here killing it with these movies. I rewatched Chappie. I realized I didn't watch Chappie till its full potential. Have you watched all of Chappie?
I've never seen it.
Oh.
I never saw the movie that he did before either.
Oh, District 9?
There's District 9. I think he did Elysium as well.
Elysium was really good.
I didn't see either one.
Yeah, Elysium. I think that was.
I didn't watch District 9 just because like I'm easily grossed out and like
really
bug me. Yeah.
Well, District 9. Chappie does a section to where it's like this is corny and I don't know if I feel like continuing wanting to take this. But then it comes to the end to where it's like, oh, this is kind of like actual life and like Christians gonna be mad at y'all for this. I'm gonna keep watching.
Hell not, because not that many people saw it.
Well, they didn't care for it. Most people didn't care for it, but if they were, they would have questioned it.
You know what it was? From the trailer, the movie looked like a less entertaining Short Circuit.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of, sort of. It kind of, sort of.
Like Short Circuit 2 when Johnny Five was hanging out with the gangs and shit.
Yeah.
Little Slokos kick your ass. Little Slokos kick your face.
It went from there to being like,
I like Short Circuit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it went from there to being like, oh, we're going to get in the realm of consciousness now. Like, like if this is a person and this is supposed to be a person and I feel like a person, why don't I have a conscience? And if this person is real, you should have a conscience that I can read. And they're like, oh shit.
You know, it's kind of like what you're describing. You ever seen?
No,
it's a show. Have you ever seen? Oh goddamn! It was one of Joss Whedon's last shows with Eliza Dushku.
Dush.
Yeah. What the fuck was it called? I got it.
Goo.
Dollhouse. Did you ever watch Dollhouse?
Is that a series?
Yeah, it was a series. It only had 2 seasons. So the basic premise, like the first season's kind of slow until the end, but second season's really good. Basically, the premise is, you have these people that, like, let's say, like, I'm in debt, and I need a way out, or, you know, I did something wrong, whatever. So basically, instead of jail time or taking out a loan or whatever, you sign away a period of your life of, say, 5 years. And what they do in those 5 years is they download your personality, your memories, everything onto a disc, and they can upload you with different memories and turn you a different person.
Oh, no.
So, like, Eliza Dushku, one episode would be a ballet dancer, next she'd be a housewife, then she'd be a ninja.
That's like Sense8, well, kind of, sort of. But, nah, yeah, basically...
But the thing is, like, the whole idea is that, like, is there a soul? If you can transfer people's minds, are we really human beings? Yeah. Or are we just robots?
Or is this just a simulation that we're in, a bunch of ones and zeros, and we get to actually create our own destiny? It gets so deep, and I want to read into it, but I don't want to disappear. I feel like if I do read into it, I will disappear. Just.
That's not a strange thing. I used to, when I was a little kid, one of the reasons I'm so fucked up is, like, even I can remember being like 6 years old doing this. Sometimes at night I couldn't go to sleep because I would be trying to imagine the shape of the universe. Like, you know, like, there's different theories on how, like, does everything exist, like, at the same time, infinitely? How does that work? Or does infinite space increase per second because it's infinite? Yeah. And then there's some theories that the universe, like the Big Bang, was like a rubber band that expands and eventually it's going to snap and come back together. So I would try to imagine the shape of the universe and, like, the edge of it, like what would it look like? Like, in your mind, like, I would think, like, space is black, what's outside of it I imagine being white. But that doesn't make any sense either.
Yeah. Outside of everything.
See, I do the same
sometimes
thing.
I would, like, be afraid that, like, because I felt like I could
like
almost
you get
imagine
to the brink.
it. Yeah.
But then it's like, oh, if I really get there and, like, I actually get this knowledge that I will fucking vanish.
Die,
like, I thought that, but with God, I was like, well, if you were just chilling before all this happened to say that you were supposed to create the world, what the fuck were you doing before you created the world? Like, what are you?
He was
what would
jerking
you
off
look
and
like?
watching The Simpsons.
But see, I can't go down that route.
I brought it back.
I can't go down that route. It's just like, what the fuck? How did this all manifest? And, like, if you made this, then who made you? And how are you here? And I was
Do you think God hosts a podcast called How Did This Get Made? Universe Edition?
Nah.
I think he hosts a podcast called MHOG.
You think God is Wayne? No, if it's God, it would be the Rum Guy if it's one of us.
I think so. What if God was
Rum Guy?
You know you have to do that song now, right? You know, at some point you have to come up with God was the Rum Guy.
Such a poorly written song.
Just a drunk with a weird beard.
Now you're making new rhyme schemes,
Rum doesn't listen to this. Anyway.
Oh, really? Good to know.
Poor Rum.
Yeah, he used to be on this show, didn't he?
He was supposed to be on tonight, but it wouldn't have worked out anyway because I don't.
That happens every time I'm on, I think.
He's
I remember last time I was on, it was Robo Rum.
Yeah. He was playing fucking. He was playing the fucking Dungeons and Dragons or something.
No, he wasn't
That
on
was
an episode.
that
But
was
yeah,
an episode
there was an episode where he decided like
creating a
to start. Yeah, he was like creating his character for a Dungeons and Dragons type game, and like we kept hearing things. We're like, "The fuck is going on?" He's like, "Wrong?" And he's like, "What? I'm listening."
Oh jeez.
And then we hear. It's like, what?
What the fuck is that though?
He's like, "Oh, I'm adding skill points to my mage."
I was confused. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I don't know. He's like, I'm creating a character. I was like, I don't get it.
I don't understand it, so I'm
like,
insulted.
are you even playing a game? He's like, no, I'm just creating a character. I'm like, how, what? So you just rolling dice and whatever the dice land on, alright, that's the character there. I didn't get it. Yeah. I didn't understand.
Basically, so like, in order to keep you from making your character impossibly powerful, you have to roll the dice for each skill. So, like, if it ends up on a 2, like, you're weak in that.
Yeah, well, what's stopping me, though, from rolling the dice and saying, oh, it came up 2. 8. Right, an 8 in the blank. The paper isn't going to chastise me.
In theory, you're supposed to do that with other people in the room to keep you honest, but...
Was there anybody in the room with him?
No.
So, what the fuck, then? Come on, man.
In there
I don't
fucking
know.
making noise. Just
fucking 12s all around, dude.
I don't know, but the Rum Guy is pretty honest. I've never known him to lie.
That is true.
Well, no, let me rephrase that.
I was about to say,
I've never known him to make up stories. He lies a lot, but not like...
Now, okay, I've known him to make up a story.
Not about things that matter.
What story did he make up?
On the 200th episode where he was talking about people vomiting in his open wound?
I can almost promise you that's true.
Well, not that many people?
Everything Rum says sounds made up. Most of it's not.
I can't. I just this story. This one here. Because he has his leg, and it looks fine.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't look like.
So people barfing in his leg?
Didn't look like at least 6 people.
That was the story.
Yeah. Alright, I gotta go back and listen to it now, I guess.
In his leg.
Look.
I don't think so.
Again,
I don't think so.
Again, everything Rum says sounds made up.
I don't know about
it's
that.
Not. I don't know what to tell you. Everything he says, I'm just like, that doesn't sound real. But then you talk to his wife, and she's like, no, he really did get into a fight with Bobcat Goldthwait. Oh, okay.
No, see, things like that can sound feasible.
Like, Rum's gotten into fights with a lot of celebrities.
I don't know. Latter day Bobcat Goldthwait is really fucking chill.
It wasn't a fist fight.
All right.
It was, he was yelling at Rum's wife, girlfriend at the time, and like at an airport, like TCBY or some shit like that, and Rum started throwing toppings at him.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. What?
Good old Rum. Now, all right, there's a little bit in there, and be like, Rum, did you really? No, Rum probably wouldn't do that. I can see
That's
that.
Funny.
I can see that. But this whole gaping wound, 10 people.
I mean, maybe it's exaggerated.
10 people.
10 people.
Okay, you know then that's a made up story. I can understand a wound getting thrown up.
You tell true stories.
Hold up, 10 people vomiting. Would it like?
It wasn't 10 people vomiting.
Drink raw chicken juice party.
I'm not really sure.
No, it was one of those things where
the gag reflex of everybody. Or
somebody vomited and everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a hell of a chain reaction that happened on his leg wound.
On his leg wound. On the leg wound. Not even stitched up yet. Meat showing.
But who does that? Who throws up on the nearest wound?
Rum.
But he didn't. It was 10 other people, right?
No, I think he threw up too.
Was he the first one? I don't even fucking care. You know what? I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Whichever it is, more than one projectile vomit came into his wound from other people. He might have been the first one that started off, but it was more than
that
one.
part probably is exaggerated.
Okay.
Why would you throw up into your own leg wound?
No, I don't. Why am I defending that?
That's the story told.
No, right?
That was the story. It might not be 10. It could have been 3. I'm just saying more than 2.
It gets more and more.
More than one.
Rum is my friend. I feel like I got to defend him.
All right, I'll go back and listen to the episode.
Open leg wounds.
200, you said.
Definitely have
it was pretty gross. I did like.
Yes.
I remember when that ended. I looked at Ian. I was like, how's your first time on the show?
And she's like, oh my god, y'all talked about nothing but piss and trash and toilet humor. And she was like, she didn't want any of that. I'm like, no.
She came back on eventually.
It's gonna be a live show. It's not gonna have any of that.
Well, we had never done that before.
Out the gate, it was terrible.
What?
Nah, I mean,
I love that show.
Not terrible bad, but like terrible. Like, oh, we are very foul. We're very foul individuals. Yeah.
Was it somebody who hadn't met y'all before? Or?
No, she knows about us. It's Corey Mack's wife.
Yeah.
She
was on. Yeah, she was on the panel.
Yeah, she was one of the ones on the panel.
Yeah.
Good times. Good times.
We realized we had never asked to be on the show. And we're like, why don't you come on?
On the 400th episode.
But
everybody on there.
So what else we got to talk about?
Oh man, it's been some good times.
Oh, I was really look.
What up?
Not. I mean, I know there's been a lot of talk about this lately because it's all over the news. I finally found a sexual harassment story that really depressed the shit out of me.
Sexual harassment? Man,
well, actually, I think it's a little more. I think some of it. Well, no, I think it's harassment. It's not assault.
The
creator.
Made you sad?
Yeah.
What?
The creator of One Tree Hill apparently was sexually harassing the entire female cast, and there's a lot of women in that show. A lot of like girls who are barely above 18. No, they were probably in the early 20s, but that's one of my favorite shows of all time. So when I found out, I was like, "Oh, don't tell me that."
Run by scumbags.
Oh, like apparently.
How did you feel? Oh no, you go ahead and continue. You go ahead. And
no, I just like I just looking back on that show. The show's a lot of like, not feministy, but a lot of like girl power kind of stuff in it. You know, which I'm fine with. I just don't want to hear about like how men suck and, you know, wage gap, whatever the fuck. I don't want to hear about that shit. But if you're just like, women are awesome, okay, cool, I love women. But behind the scenes, the dude that was doing all that was just like, like trying to get his dick sucked by like a girl who was like 21 years old, and he was probably like my age now, and like
crap,
I was just like, damn, and like they all came out and like they were like apparently the other producers would be like, look, you need to keep your mouth shut because all these people are going to lose their job if you come out with this. It's like, oh man, that's it's not scummier, but it's as scummy.
Yep. Let's make this money though. Let's make this money, yo. Let's make this money real quick.
Shut the fuck up out of me.
Make this money. And then just, you know, bring it up as a scandal like years down the line.
Yeah, that's the crazy, like I was trying to think, I was like, okay, some of these people are just assholes, but like, did some of them like go home and say, look, I don't like the way your shit's going down, however, like, I got a wife and kids, and fucking like, work ain't steady because like, I'm a fucking cameraman or some shit like that. Like, did some of these people just be like, fuck it, I don't know what else to do. I'm just gonna keep going, just roll with it. Like,
well, it's like when you see, I think it's like when you see somebody getting their ass kicked, mugged or whatever on the street. Like a lot of people just don't want to be part of it at all. They just
I want to believe that I'd be somebody
that
would
at least a good Samaritan or something like that. There would be a few good Samaritans. Like, hey man, all right.
There's a few, but not nearly as many as you would hope there would be. I mean, most people just looking out for themselves, and I think it's wonderful that right now is a terrible time to be a creepy pervert ass.
Just be like, no. And if he continues, just be like, well, hurry up then. Well, let's make this money still.
Right.
Don't fuck this up.
But I'm just like, how do you make that decision with yourself? Especially on a daily basis, because this was an ongoing show. The show went on for 9 years. Like, how do you fucking just like say fuck it, like just let's go? My favorite comment, like, cause like they got all these young girls now, cause it's like me and like, you know, 100,000 like girls who were teenagers when the show was on. I love the show, and then like one of them was like going off about like apparently like this dude that I never liked on the second season is apparently like a creep too, and was like talking about like fucking one of the girls that he supposedly never fucked or something like that, and he was gone before the end of the second season, which might be why. And the girl was like, if y'all didn't know this was going on, you know, like fuck y'all. And she's like, and yeah, I do have a picture with him from one of the conventions, but you better believe that shit was free. I was like, what?
Oh, Lord.
Like, he's a huge asshole, but, you know, I'm a collector and I love the show, so I had to complete the set, but I didn't pay for it. I was like, what?
How you feel about good old Louis?
Yeah, I kind of wanted to ask you that.
I gives no fucks.
Are you a fan of Louis?
Yeah.
I never got into...
but
He's like Seinfeld to me. I never got into Louis C.K.
Oh, man, Louis is fucking hilarious. Louis. I mean, his show on...
I'm not saying he's not
Louis
funny.
Louis C.K., the stand-up, he has his
Louis,
points.
you're gonna die.
But he talks about fucking jerking off and shit in weird and awkward times. Like, you can imagine him doing some gross shit like that.
I can imagine a lot of
you tell
people
him no,
doing
and
gross
if you
shit.
continue, just be like, all right, hurry up, man.
I mean, look, from where I'm looking, I'm like, he didn't jerk off on them. I mean, he just like
Jerked
pulled it
off,
out and
hey,
jerked
look.
off.
I'm gonna do the. Hey, you real fucked up and creepy for that. But
I mean, no harm, no foul.
no harm, no foul. He ain't making you doing nothing else you want to do. Just look at my dick real quick as it spits some white shit out. I mean, it's terrible. That is terrible. But I mean, Jesus, he's out there like, oh, I'm sorry. You don't. What? But you did it already, dude. You did it. Like, I mean, just get out here and tell these jokes.
I was listening. Funny enough, I was listening to a few weeks ago. There was an episode of the Crab Feast with Christina Pajitsky, and she was talking about like she remembered being 12. Like, this story hadn't broken yet.
Mm-hmm.
She was talking about remembering being like a young girl in Mexico, and some old man was like staring. Yeah, I want to watch those episodes. That's crazy. Actually, I really want to hear a podcast where she talks about that because I love that kind of shit.
Bert Kreischer, she talks about it there. Bert Kreischer's a big fanboy of hers, and he calls it Push. He loves to talk about the Road Rules experience.
I'll see if I can find it. But she was talking about remember being 12 years old in Mexico and some old man was like staring at her and jerking off, and she was like I know that you're supposed to like just point and laugh because they want you to be scared, so you're supposed to point and laugh. And I was just like, man, how come nobody's ever tried to jerk off in front of me? Like, I feel kind of... I'm sorry, I was...
Where the fuck you going with this? You trying to make a point or something?
No, but it is crazy. Like, she was telling that story, she told that story like a couple weeks ago before the Louis C.K. thing came out. Although... You never know, like, if these people knew this was going to come out and stuff like that. That's the weirdest thing about all these allegations is, like, whether it's Bill Cosby or Harvey Weinstein, everybody on every podcast I listen to is like, yeah, there were rumors for years. Like, everybody knew that. Like, what?
Yo, y'all ain't
what do you mean y'all all knew it? Like, what?
I mean, shit been going on. Motherfuckers been doing that. They
people
said
talk about it, but you know why
they
feel like why should they be the one to go public about it? Because who else is going to back them up?
But did I make this money, though? Didn't I make this money though? That's all they.
I mean,
that
means
like, you want to make this money? Yeah. Let me do some creepy shit.
I mean, look, anything where somebody got raped or like if the dude tried to rub his dick on you, I'm like, nah.
That's fucked up.
We need to do something.
Bill Cosby fucked over people, but now all these other people coming out and it's like, well.
But wasn't that
Bill
bad?
Cosby,
He just knocked him out and licked that pussy.
Did he lick this pussy? Did he lick that pussy? Or did
That's
he really
what it
penetrate? I'm pretty sure he's just trying to nullify the situation. If you knock somebody out, I don't think you just licking pussy.
It depends. I don't know. If you're Louis C.K., why are you just jerking off in front of somebody? Why are you not like?
What?
Why are you not like? Look, just put your hand on. Let's do a Dutch oven. Like what?
That's a bit much. He knows that to where when it gets to that point, you can't. You're forcing somebody, and then that's even another predicament.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Jack's really quiet about it.
I mean, just don't make shit weird for other fucking people. Be a goddamn human being. I'm so fucking... I think it's wonderful that it's terrible to be a pervert right now. Awesome.
See, but I'm
pop them all. Fucking burn them.
I'm still of the belief that all this shit's going to go away in a few months. And
it's just a new thing.
That is your American attention span, yeah.
Everybody doesn't even give a fuck no more about Ebola. Ebola was just relevant, like, what, a few months ago?
But it's kind of like being in prison. Like, yeah, you can talk shit when you first get there, but eventually you gotta shank somebody.
You ain't killed nobody, Bowler.
Ebola hadn't shanked nobody.
You ain't killed nobody, Bowler.
Impress me.
You know what people aren't really talking about as much? Like the Charlie Sheen accusations that he raped Corey Haim.
Oh, yeah. I heard
That's
that
been pretty quiet. Like, seems like somebody would have said a little bit more. Like, you know, maybe a spokesman come out and say, "No, I never raped Corey Haim."
I mean, how much room is there in the headlines? You know, there's so much popping up right now.
But
every day a new one.
Do you understand shit like that has always been happening whenever it comes to like the industry of anything? Like you ever remember back then Immature, the band with Marcus Houston, the band and Chris Stokes was their manager, and had them all take pictures in the bed with their drawers on, like next to each other.
No, I don't remember that part.
Yeah, no, that's not a part that they show everybody. Like this.
No, I remember hearing about Immature. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, Immature was a little rock group like. Kind of like B2K. B2K was like little cousins or whatever. Mm-hmm. And basically Marcus Houston and that whole little group, like they got so many blackmailed fucking pictures and stuff of them just, you know, in the bed and they drawers all hugged up and shit, sitting next to each other. Got rumors of somebody sucking something. Got rumors of apparently Chris Stokes fucking one of them. And then also with B2K, like Raz B does.
I'm gonna put some air quotations. Rumors.
Oh yeah. Raz B do gay benefits now because at one point he had rumors that he was sucking off Chris Stokes or something like that. He either fucked the Chris Stokes or sucked them off, but now he does.
I don't understand how gay blackmail works anymore.
Yeah,
like whenever somebody comes out as gay, no one's ever surprised. When Kevin Spacey was like, "I'm living as a homosexual," people were like, "All right, I'm good."
Especially actors.
Yeah.
And like, you're an actor. I just assumed you were gay anyway. Like, as a gay, I just assumed you were gay.
Mm-hmm. Right. You at least gave a hand job to somebody at a party.
Like, all actors have that one movie where they gay. I don't understand that, but they do it. Like, I saw...
Shit, Will Smith's first movie was
gay. 6 Degrees of Separation. Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah. And I talk about that often. Took that man ass. He just took it. I mean, he didn't take it. He swindled him out his ass.
He took it.
Yeah.
Double past tense. He took it.
He talked him out his ass. And he's like, man, you don't need that girl. Look, I'm in a horse and buggy with you right now. Let's close this curtain. Show you what that ass feel like.
I can't tell if this is a bit or if you're trying to get us to like take our pants off.
No. This is exactly what happened.
You're like,
that's exactly what happened.
He just took that ass.
He manipulated him out his ass. Jack has buttoned up the shirt.
I have buttoned up the shirt.
For those of you sitting at home, please let us know business
in case
is
you didn't hear it.
He definitely fucking took that man ass. Willingly. Like, gave it up.
Will Smithingly.
Then he... Yeah, good.
You like that?
Good one. I like that. And then he went to his old lady and was like, you know what? I won't do this no more. I'm out. Had me a taste of some Will Smith penis. And I don't want to date. I don't want to fuck around with you anymore.
Some Willie.
Some Willie. You're on the ball tonight. You're on the ball tonight.
I'm going to high-five you for that.
My hands were dirty. I would have high-fived you 2 puns ago. So I'm sorry.
Okay.
I've been wiping these pants. It's dust right here. That felt good.
So
anyway,
I guess we're kind of at the end of it.
We're at the 1 hour mark right there. Look at us.
So the moral of the story is don't be weird and creepy.
I'm gonna have to figure out what part where we're talking about people getting jerked off to put in a commercial for Craft Beer Club.
For Cockta.
We were talking on the last episode about why I should stop saying the word nigger, and then at the end of it, we were like, what were we talking about? Like, oh yeah, craftbeerclub.com.
For Cockta Faggot Network. Yeah.
But
for cuckolds.
I said it again.
Damn,
You sure did.
Oh, wow.
You said both of them.
You said faggot?
Yeah.
You just now?
There you go.
Twice, even thrice, maybe.
Okay, but you sucked it out of me.
I've seen that word on a billboard, and I was like, I think it was like some type of filet mignon. The word looked like mignon faggot, and I was like, what the fuck is this? It was on a billboard.
No,
right?
that's
Oh,
it's a diamond.
It's
isn't there a street in Metairie?
There's Faggot Avenue. Yeah. But it's 1G. But like sometimes I drive.
There's no way that's how it's pronounced. There's no way.
It's out in Old Metairie, and sometimes I try to imagine somebody who lives there and be like, "Okay, sir, like where are we shipping? What is the address?
Where are we shipping it to? Yeah.
818 Faggot Avenue.
Faggot.
I'm sorry, sir. Did you just say Faggot Avenue?
What's your number? Faggot.
But yes, but no. It's what you're talking about is Mignon Faget.
Mignon Faget.
It's
F-A-G-E-T.
It's a jeweler.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, that was 1G, not 2 G's?
It's just one.
1G, and I think it's an E. I think so.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I saw faggot.
I mean, like, you could still do it phonetically like that.
Faggots rhyme with faggots.
We should go down to Faggot Avenue right now.
And then...
And then what?
I don't know.
Alright, I'm...
Figure out what happens. Jack can take out his chest hair again. He unbuttoned it as I was saying.
Preparation.
We can play Elvis songs.
Right, we can play in the ghetto. Play in the ghetto over bullets. Which your $20... $20 fixer, whatever the fuck it was called.
So if you're anywhere near Jak Locke in the next couple of weeks, hit them up. $7 tickets to see Clownvis Presley.
Clownvis Presley, the Jak Locke Rock
$7
show.
with you, not at the door. At the
Correct.
door
It'll be more at the door.
More at the door.
I feel
it's
like this is a show
song.
I need to go see.
Yeah, everybody needs to see this. This is gonna be a crazy show. I mean, we put on an awesome show. I wouldn't do it if we didn't. And then after us is something insane that I can't even tell you what it's going to be like because I don't know. I've seen so many different clips from this guy's live show, Clownvis Presley I'm talking about. I don't know what to tell you. Anything and everything can happen, and I hope it does.
Well, you got Google. Hey Siri, Google Clownvis Presley.
I'm sorry. Speak a little bit clearer and don't stutter this time.
Oh,
You ever try cursing at Siri?
Oh, your phone's there.
Did she get upset?
Else.
She's like, that's not very nice.
No.
Like, watch.
So we haven't... Yeah, do it.
Hey Siri, why are you such a cunt?
Fighting words.
We were talking about you, not me.
Oh!
Damn,
Siri gave a clap back. Oh, man.
Pulled the Pee Wee Herman on
Siri
you.
beatboxes and all that, and she also tells very terrible
She
jokes.
knows you are, but what is she?
If you ask her to tell you a joke, she'll tell you a joke, and it can get pretty bad.
It's pretty bad jokes. I know about that, yeah.
Siri, tell me a joke.
If I told you a joke in my language, I'd have to explain it.
Damn, Siri's a bitch.
I mean, she's coming at you, dude.
I think you programmed her that way.
I don't know. Maybe my phone just don't like me. That would explain a lot. Alright, so...
Anyway.
Clownvis Presley, December 10th at Southport Hall.
Sunday, December 10th. It is a Sunday. It is early. It is worth coming. It is worth coming into work late on Monday.
It's worth going just to see Jak Locke and the Jak Locke Rock Show.
Jak Locke's pretty good. Pretty awesome.
We do all right. Clownvis is going to do all right. It's going to be a good show. Everybody come out. Catch me for a ticket. I'm easy to find around. Go to jaklocke.com to see where around I'm going to be. Around.
And you can Google Kyle Monaco Smith to see where he's, he's on the Facebooks and shit. I won't be there because fuck Kyle Smith.
That's fine.
Man, raw.
I'm not going no more.
It's like fuck Popeyes.
Yeah, who said that? What, you?
Just nobody knows the fuck Popeyes.
Alright, get some lit ass chicken. Fucking bullshit mayonnaise sauce, yeah.
Alright. Keep it metal.
Keep it metal! Penis scrotum.
fame.